WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Ryan Prosick. Johnson College held their first ever open house on Thursday at their new campus in Hazleton. We spoke with Vice President of Enrollment and Student Affairs, Bill Burke.
Johnson College is very excited to be in the Hazleton area. We are still accepting students for our fall semester in those academic programs. And if anybody has any questions, you could just go to johnson.edu/Hazleton to look for more information on this location.
Burke said the college is looking forward to working with their industry partners to make the programs offered a success.
Johnson College, and our president likes to say, we're founded and grounded in industry, so we really rely heavily on our industry partners, not only to help with fill the workforce gaps, but they really play a big part in our curriculum and the content that's taught in the course, so that we can make sure that our students are learning the most up-to-date skills to be the most qualified technicians to fill those needs.
The event even gave prospective students in the community the ability to tour the new facility for the very first time.
We have classes starting August 28th, and we are enrolling students for electrical construction technology, welding, building and property maintenance, and industrial technology. And this is the first time that members of the community and prospective students can come tour the campus, speak with staff and faculty, and learn how they can enroll and start classes with Johnson College.
Johnson College Hazleton is located at 370 Maplewood Drive in Hazel Township inside the Humboldt Industrial Park. Mohican, Pennsylvania has been fined $50,000 by the Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board for allowing people under the age of 21 access to the gaming floor. The board says the first incident involved a person who was allowed to gain access to gamble multiple times, and the second incident involved a person gaining access and then being served alcohol. The fines were delivered at a Pennsylvania Control Board meeting. Authorities have announced that 2 men had been indicted for allegedly using more than $7,000 in fake $20 bills at various establishments in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Reports claim that in February, Brooklyn residents Dejuan Smart, age 26, and Eli Gabriel Lewis Jr., age 20, passed counterfeit money at 16 separate establishments throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey. The 2 men faced a maximum punishment of 20 years in prison. Even with the recent rain in our area, a statewide drought watch is still in effect. The watch was declared still active after the Commonwealth Drought Task Force held a meeting with the Department of Environmental Protection, stating that longer-term rainwater levels are still low in the region. Some tips provided by officials to lessen your home water usage include running the dishwasher less, shorter showers, not leaving the faucet on when brushing your teeth. You could find other water-saving tips at the Department of Environmental Protection's website at dep.pa.gov. The Hazleton Fire Department was dispatched to a 2-car accident Wednesday afternoon on 17th and Carson Street. It is unknown if any injuries were sustained in the crash. Supporting Autism and Families Everywhere, or SAFE, is gearing up for their annual Drive for Autism golf tournament. The event will be held on August 19th at 1:30 p.m. Melinda Nipfer, the executive director of SAFE, said the proceeds from the event will go towards funding all of the programs provided by SAFE throughout the year.
Raises much needed funds to keep our programs going throughout the year. So we have one-to-one swim lessons, music lessons, art. We have our family camp in September, and obviously contributions pay for our families to go to camp, because all of our events are at no cost to parents or families.
According to Nipfer, these programs are becoming increasingly important in the community.
At the moment, the CDC is recording that it's 1 in 36 individuals children at this stage are being diagnosed with autism. So really, anybody who knows more than 35 people knows somebody who has autism, or knows somebody that knows someone that has autism. Families are affected by this, and the resources are out there, and that's great, but what we don't have a lot of is meaningful social interaction with their peers, meaningful social interaction for parents. A lot of times behaviour is involved when it comes to individuals on the autism spectrum, and that can be quite isolating for families. So when you're around like families, you're able to pull from their information, their experiences, and it becomes a community.
In fact, Nipper said participants in SAFE will be helping out at the event.
So we will actually be having individuals who do have autism that are actually volunteering. It's really important for the community to see capacity and competence, and so that they will be there helping with the raffle tables, the trick or treat tables, registrations. So, come on out and support.
Nipfer also said the event will have something for everyone.
Even if you're not a player, there's always ways to help, and you can always donate, you can sponsor, and come up and even just have a go at the raffles and turkey trays, because it's going to be a great day.
Coming up on Wyln News, the Helping Hand Society Playground got some new equipment in memoriam. Plus, there will be a lane restriction on Interstate 80 starting soon. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Lorelai, and I'm 7 years old, and tomorrow is going great.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Jura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
When you need surgery, excellence and experience matter. So does staying close to home. At Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, you get it all. As part of Lehigh Valley Health Network's Institute for Surgical Excellence, we have the most experienced surgeons and advanced technology, including robotic-assisted surgery. For you, this means getting back to normal life. Whether it's general or orthopedic surgery, you have a local surgery partner you can trust, a partner committed to excellence. Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, your health deserves a partner.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Welcome back to WYLN News. The Helping Hand Society dedicated some new additions to their playground this afternoon that were donated in memory of Dale Michael Stewart. We spoke with Executive Director Mary Beth Cook, who told us all about Dale and the significance of the donation.
Dale Michael Stewart actually went here as a young child at 2.5 years old. His parents had concerns about his development and his speaking, so he ended up going here. And then his mom, Jean, actually became a teacher here at Helping Hand, so they have a close connection. And then when Dale got older and married, him and his wife Susan have a son, Nicholas, who also went here. So that was the beginning of a friendship of Dale. And he just was a wonderful, wonderful human being.
The donation was made in Dale's memory by his mother, Jean Burns.
She wanted to do something for children because he loved children, and he loved for children to have a good time and a place to go where they could play. And so she thought, let me donate some playground equipment.
Burns was unable to attend the dedication as she lives out of town and is still recovering from a recent surgery. But Cook said that Stewart had asked her to emphasize the words engraved on the plaque made in Dale's memory.
In loving memory of Dale Michael Stewart, his angelic spirit graced our world and now enriches heaven. She chose those words specifically because, as we all know, he was an enormously wonderful human being. When he walked in a room, there was like an aura around him because he was just so kind and so caring. And like I said, he loved life and children, his son, his wife, his mom, dad, his whole family. And he just wanted everybody to be happy. That's the kind of guy he was. So we are so proud and privileged to have him be a forever part of Helping Hands.
The donation included a swing set and a carousel, among other pieces of playground equipment. A concrete replacement will cause a lane restriction on Interstate 80 eastbound in Luzerne County between exits 260B and 273. The replacement will be beginning Sunday night, August 6th, and take place through the second week of August from the times of 9 p.m. to 2 p.m. Motorists can check 511pa.com for updates anytime for traffic conditions and delays. The Pennsylvania Insurance Department is seeking the public's input as it is considering to update the Commonwealth's Essential Health Benefits Benchmark Plan. The plan establishes the minimum essential health benefits, such as in this case, emergency services, hospital care, and maternity and newborn care being among the list. Comments will be accepted until Friday, September 1st, and can be submitted via the email address shown on screen. Coming up on Freeland's News Choice, we talk about a historic night in Major League Baseball on Let's Talk Sports, plus Community and You with CHIP's president, Josh Youngcourt. And keep it right here on Wyln because we'll be right back.
Hey, Dr. Alex here with another Feel Good Friday. Here to talk to you today about pregnant mamas getting adjusted. It's safe. First question they always ask. Up until the point of labor, it's safe. Pregnant mamas sometimes will get adjusted to help induce labor, because sometimes just shuffling around the pelvis a little bit or the pelvic bones can help to get things moving along. And when labor's actually happening, if you're well adjusted, it'll help everything to move along smoothly. It's very important in the last 6 weeks to get at least once a week adjustments so that when it's time for that tailbone to move out of the way and then move down and then, come back up and roll back up, the baby can move through properly, and that'll help you to avoid having terrible back labor, and it'll help you to feel good.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome back to a Friday edition of Let's Talk Sports, and we have some big things to recap from last night. And I know, I talk about Shohei Ohtani a little too much, but when you have a player who did what he did yesterday, I think it's more than warranted. In a doubleheader, he had Game 1 through a complete game one-hitter, his best start of the season where he struck out 8 batters. He then came back for the second game of the doubleheader and hit not 1, but 2 home runs in Game 2 as a designated hitter, before he was taken out of the game after he was in pain. And I know, I could take the layup of a joke and say it was from carrying the whole franchise on his back, but we'll leave that joke be, at least for now. What he is doing is something we may never see again in the sport of baseball. Ohtani has a legitimate chance to break the home run record set by Aaron Judge just last year with 62 home runs. Also, the MVP race for the American League is already locked up. Someone who's on pace for 60 home runs at the plate and 250 strikeouts on the mound, you could already put his name on the award. The man leads the Angels in every major category from both sides. If you go on ESPN and click Angels leaders for major stats, the only name and face you'll see is Shohei Ohtani, which is honestly ridiculous. I remember we were having discussions about Mike Trout being one of the greatest of all time, and now he is not even the best player on his own team. That just goes to show you how good Shohei Ohtani really is. He is special, a literal video game character, if you will. In other news, I talked about an injury yesterday, but after the fact, a much more shocking injury was reported. Joe Burrow suffered a non-contact knee injury, and like I said with these, you always expect the worst, and people were panicking, and rightfully so. Burrow is one of the players where if he were to miss a whole season, my excitement level as a whole would go down for the league year, as it would take one of the young bright stars away from the game and ruin some highly anticipated matchups. And we have already seen Burrow miss time with a torn ACL, but luckily it was only a calf strain, and he will likely be ready for week 1. But if you saw the video, it did not look good, but thankfully we should not be concerned about Joe Burrow. Sticking with the NFL, did you happen to see Sean Payton's press conference? My goodness, it's been a while since I've seen someone rip a fellow coach as badly as he did, as he was obviously talking about the Broncos last year and former head coach Nathaniel Hackett. And Sean Payton called it the worst coaching job he has ever seen, and that they are doing the exact opposite of everything the team did last year. Now, many people have their opinions on this, but when you have the crowd counting down the play clock to not get a penalty, and Patrick Starr absolutely violating Russell Wilson on Christmas Day when he threw an interception, and Patrick said, "That's not what he wanted to cook," mocking the "let Russ cook" phrase, you have to expect the worst for the franchise, as every game they played would make a top worst games played list for last season. But here's to hoping they turn it around, because when you trade a first-round pick for a coach, you have to hope the grass is greener on the other side. But that is all for this edition of Let's Talk Sports. We will see you all on Monday.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Have you ever experienced that super pushy salesperson who follows you all around? Not here. Or wandered around that big box store looking for help in the appliance department, only to find the paint guy? Not here.
And we have an experienced, courteous sales staff here to help you find the perfect mattress, piece of furniture, or appliance with no pressure.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Are you looking for the latest local news and events important to our Hispanic community? WYLN will keep you up to date on what's happening, from breaking news to special reports and local events, on our new daily Spanish language webcast, WYLN's Telediario, featuring me, Julia Wiegand. Follow our social media pages and website at WYLNTV.com every day to access WYLN's Telediario webcast. WYLN, we're your local network.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
There's no time like the present to adopt a pet, and the SPCA of Luzerne County has more breeds, shapes, and sizes of furry friends for you to check out this week. Everyone say hello to Toast. This beautiful Torby girl is Toast. She is sweet and friendly and has the most gorgeous green eyes, and she is ready to find a new loving home. Next up, meet Lily. Lily is looking for a loving home, and she is ready for just that. Just look at her unique coloring. If you have the room for a guinea pig, it would be hard to turn this girl down. Call 570-825-4111 to come on down and check out these featured pets and more. You may just meet your new best friend and give them a well-deserved forever home. Welcome back to Community and You. I'm here with Josh Youngcourt, the president of CHIPS. Josh, how's it going?
Very well.
Awesome.
Thanks.
So we're going to talk a little bit about CHIPS. I know we have the race coming up, the trot, but we're going to talk a little bit about CHIPS and get to know what CHIPS is all about. So if you could tell us that.
Sure. So CHIPS started as an organization quite a few years ago. I'm going to guess maybe way over 30. Helping Hands. We support Helping Hands. So Helping Hands at the time was going through an issue with raising funds for, and they were gonna cut some programs, and one of them was the infant program. So a group of friends got together at the time and said, "Hey, we can't let this happen. We need to raise, as a group of friends, have fun doing this and raise some money so we can keep this." And they ended up becoming CHIPS. It's a committee to help handicapped infants, parents, and to succeed. So all their money goes right to Helping Hands. If anybody from the area knows Helping Hands, money stays local. There's a million success stories of children going through this program. Me being one, I have a daughter that went through the program. She was 2 years old. She had cerebral palsy. They told her she probably wouldn't be able to walk, the doctor said, until she was 5 or 6. She went to the program. It was months. She was up walking. The whole program really helps develop children to live that normal child life and really blend in with the other kids. Right now, she's a stay-at-home mom. I couldn't ask for a better story. And that's not the only one. There's millions of stories out there, and it's all local. And it's all money raised locally. It stays locally. There's not money that goes outside anywhere, and it really helps. You could go up and visit Helping Hand and just see the kids, how when they start entering there till they graduate their preschool programs and everything. It's amazing. It really is.
Well, we love to hear that. We're grateful about your daughter, that success story.
Right.
So you're the president. What is the president's role like? Do you set up events? What do you do?
Yeah, so as the president, I have a great group of people on CHIPS, hard-working people. We have meetings. We set up fundraisers. Mostly we have Trot and Brew. We have a fingers tournament that we do. We've had bingo. We have cavatelli dinner. We have a fall and spring sandwich sale. I mean, just to name a few of them, but we meet every month. We plan these things out, and we go out and raise the money, and then we donate the money to Helping Hands.
That's awesome. So how can people get involved? If they want to, get involved with events, do they want to just join the organization? Who can people contact? Where can they go?
Right. On Facebook, we have a Facebook page, CHIPS. All the information is there. We have a mailing address. I don't know it off the top of my head.
We'll post it.
Okay. All that information is available. And also we have a email. You can just email us, and just supporting our events, and we always have them posted. They're pretty active with putting stuff on Facebook. Currently, as the Trot and Brew, they're pretty active with putting stuff there. Painting class, we're trying a painting class to help raise some money. So we're always trying new things and fun things. The fundraisers that we have are fun. That's a big thing. So if you're helping us out, you're helping the kids out, and you're having fun doing it. It really is a good time. I couldn't ask for a better group of people.
Well, we're looking forward to all these events, and I'd like to thank Josh for joining me here today. And that does it for this episode of Community and You, and we'll see you next time. Johnson College held their first ever open house on Thursday at their new campus in Hazleton. We spoke with Vice President of Enrollment and Student Affairs, Bill Burke.
Johnson College is very excited to be in the Hazleton area. We are still accepting students for our fall semester in those academic programs. And if anybody has any questions, you could just go to johnson.edu/Hazleton to look for more information on this location.
Burke said the college is looking forward to working with their industry partners to make the programs offered a success.
Johnson College, and our president likes to say, we're founded and grounded in industry, so we really rely heavily on our industry partners, not only to help with fill the workforce gaps, but they really play a big part in our curriculum and the content that's taught in the course, so that we can make sure that our students are learning the most up-to-date skills to be the most qualified technicians to fill those needs.
The event even gave prospective students in the community the ability to tour the new facility for the very first time.
We have classes starting August 28th, and we are enrolling students for electrical construction technology, welding, building and property maintenance, and industrial technology. And this is the first time that members of the community and prospective students can come tour the campus, speak with staff and faculty, and learn how they can enroll and start classes with Johnson College.
Johnson College Hazleton is located at 370 Maplewood Drive in Hazel Township inside the Humboldt Industrial Park. Even with the recent rain in our area, a statewide drought watch is still in effect. The watch was declared still active after the Commonwealth Drought Task Force held a meeting with the Department of Environmental Protection, stating that longer-term rainwater levels are still low in the region. Some tips provided by officials to lessen your home water usage include running the dishwasher less, shorter showers, not leaving the faucet on when brushing your teeth. You could find other water-saving tips at the Department of Environmental Protection's website at dep.pa. And that does it for the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest news and updates on our YouTube, Facebook, or at our website at wylntv.com. Stay with us for a look at the weather.